Ahoy there folks, I'm Captain Benzie and welcome to another developer Q&A video for Eve Echoes. Each week the developers take 4 questions posed by you, the community, answer those questions, then post the response to the official Eve Echoes Facebook page, Twitter account, Discord, and deep within the game as well. If you access your ship's AI and then go to Q&A, you'll be able to find it from there. Each week I go through these questions and responses, adding my own personal thoughts and opinions based on knowledge of the game, of my time speaking with developers, previous developer Q&As, Discord AMAs, that kind of thing, and give some insight into the direction the game might be taking. If you have a question you would like to have answered, there's a link in the description of this video you can click. That'll take you through to a Google form. If your question is one of the ones chosen to be answered, you'll win a month of basic Omega. Now, I also give away 3 combo Omegas every single week. One of those is given to a lucky person who comments on my videos. Any Eve Echoes video from that week, it gives you a chance of winning. So the more you're commenting, the more chance there is of winning, but please don't spam. I will just delete spam messages, and obviously they won't count. And 2 of them are given away to people in my Discord, so make sure you're joining the Catskull Discord, linked in the description down below, where you can talk and chat all things Eve Echoes and be in with a chance of winning one of that week's combo Omegas. Now, without further ado, we're going to jump straight on this one. There is actually only 3 questions this week, so it's a little bit shorter than usual, but let's see what the developers have in store for us as we look at the dev Q&A for the week, that's the wrong week, I've gone the wrong way, sorry, for the week of the 15th to 21st of June. Question number 1. Would it be possible to get some kind of small on-screen number letting you know what pirate wave you are on that stays on screen? Sometimes it's hard to see the quick wave notification on a light background while frantically trying to grab loot before the next pirate wave. Thank you. Oh boy, we've all been there. That's actually interesting because once upon a time we didn't even have that. You didn't have the wave 1 of 4, wave 2 of 4, anything like that appear on screen. You just kind of had to figure out how many waves there were going to be. Through trial and error, you would just know based on a small, medium, large, Inquisitor, Scout, that kind of thing. I would love to see this. I think this is a really nice quality of life change just to help you understand which wave you're on. Now, does EVE Online have this? No. Would I like to see it in Echoes? Yes. So what does Lance.dot say? Good suggestion. We'll try to make this notification a docked one that stays on. Excellent. I do need to add to this though. I think we need a way to toggle on and off the combat text. Now, when you're flying a ship and you get all of these like hits, grazes, information like that can be really useful. Unfortunately for a lot of us now, it just becomes basically gumph on the screen that stops you taking some really cool screenshots and footage. So I would love a toggle to turn that on and off, especially if we're also going to have a notification on screen at all times. You've got to remember this is a mobile game, and so most of us are playing it on screens that are basically 6.5 inches. So screen real estate is at an absolute priority. So I think it's one of those things that if you could have a toggle, that would be really awesome. That said, I really like the idea of having this notification on screen because it's useful to jump into a wave and figure out that actually you're not on the first wave, or if you see it's partially complete and it's on wave 3 or 4, it's like, do I really want to spend the time finishing this? I think this is the kind of information that's a really nice quality of life change. Just please also give us the toggle to turn off any notifications on screen as well while we're playing. We've got cinematic mode while recording now. That's really cool. But let's have the ability to toggle these things on and off. Next question then. Would be great if we could contact a contract creator by clicking on their name in the contract. Since many names use characters unique to different keyboards, it's not always easy tracking down the creator. Amen to that. Now, I have a Cyrillic and a Japanese kanji, hiragana, katakana keyboard set up on my phone because I understand those basic alphabets. That said, not everyone does, and as soon as you show me things like Pinyin, Chinese, or heck, some of the stuff out there is written in like Sri Lankan and Arabic as well. I have no idea on those, and being able to, to contact someone with it's really useful if I can tap on their name and then contact them that way. We've got the auto-translate function in game, so now we just need to have all these other little quality of lives that make it easy to actually contact those people. Now here Mike says, thanks for your suggestion, we will add a button to contact the creator in the contract interface. I just think that anytime you see someone's name, you should be able to tap on it and it'll take you through to their profile anytime, whether it's on a kill mail, whether it's on a contract, whether it's in a chat box, heck, even if it's just in the local screen. All of these should be ways that you can access someone's profile and get information about them and reach out and talk to them. That to me is a big, big thing. Ultimately, I'm glad they're looking at this and they're going to add it. It's a nice way of just allowing us to communicate. And on that front, one thing I would like to see added as well, I've been playing a lot of Infinite Lagrange recently, which is another space game made by NetEase. If you're not sure what it is, do check it out. I've got playlists on this channel. I'll link the playlist in the description of this video as well, so you can check through and have a look at what that's all about if you're into space games on mobile. In Infinite Lagrange, not only do you have the auto-translate that we now have, you actually have the ability to directly reply to someone. So you tap on their message in the chat box, hit reply, type your message, and it still appears in chat like it normally would, but to that person it appears in yellow, so you can see that they are talking to you directly, and if you open up the expanded chat window by tapping on it, you can actually also see the direct message that you are replying to, so you can see exactly who's talking to who. We were having a conversation in Alliance chat yesterday, and there were a couple of people asking different questions and trying to respond to people by typing out a bit of their name and then responding when you've got a maximum character limit per message can be really tough. And there was a lot of confusion of, oh, were you talking to me? Was it my ship fit you were commenting on? Was it this you were talking about? So it would be nice if we had a reply function in the chat box as well, and that would be something I'll be mentioning to the developers as well after this video. I made a note to do so, but hadn't done so yet. Third and finally then, currently there is seemingly no way to increase mining drone optimal range other than the skills, and that capped out at 30 kilometers. Would it be possible to make it so the omnidirectional tracking link modules affect mining drones too, or perhaps range rigs? Now, the first knee-jerk reaction of this is, do you really need them to go further than 30 kilometers? This gives you that whole thing of just sitting on the edge of a belt and harvesting everything and being safe. I do think that you should kind of have to get into there and actually sort of, you know, get knee-deep in the mining belt, as it were, like the image at the start of this video. But at the same token, I do also understand that if it's rigs, they're taking up other slots that could be used for other things, and if it's the omnidirectional tracking link modules, not only would that actually have more reason for us to use those, because let's be fair, not a lot of people actually are using those, but that would also be taking up valuable low slots, which makes those orcas that little bit squishier to kill. So I'm actually, on further consideration, it's one of those that I knee-jerk, like, why do you need that extra range? Surely you should just get in there. But the more I think about it, and when I actually seriously consider it, I think actually, yeah, this could be an interesting addition. Cloud seems to agree. We plan to add the mining drone range rig to the Scout anomaly as a loot around July, and include the rig in the Blueprint secret trafficking container as well. Now, it's nice to see that they're not just putting it in the Blueprint secret trafficking container, because I'll be honest, when it comes to doing things like scouts and exploration, there's nothing worse than part of your loot being essentially something that you can only open if you pay real money to buy the keys, or the people you're selling it to can only open it with real money. I think there should be a way to get those keys in-game as well, but hey, maybe that's just me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below on that one. A bit of a pet peeve of mine, been doing a lot of exploration lately, and I came back from a run the other day with like 9 secret trafficking containers, and it's like, I can not really do anything with these. I can just sell them on the market, and that kind of sucks, because a lot of the stuff in, you know, in exploration sites I actually donate to the Alliance and Corporation, and for people to use for building rigs, for building all kinds of stuff, and I kind of wish that I could do that really with the secret trafficking containers without needing to buy keys. I know I could still donate them, but whoever I donate them to still needs to buy the keys, right? It just, I don't like it. I really, really don't like that, but hey, I'm glad to see they're putting that in the containers in July. Interesting to see as well, this means we're going to be getting some actual updates in July as well, and possibly some new content would be nice to go with that. I hope it's not, you know, it's not just the mining drone range rig in July. Is that all that's going to be in that update? I have no idea. I mean, for crying out loud, jump clones, when they added those, that just came out of nowhere. I was reading the patch notes when that arrived, and it's sort of like, wait, what? Jump clones? What? Surely they should be making a bit of a bigger deal. No, there was just there. We had no idea. Trello hasn't been updated. Devs are being notoriously tight-lipped at the moment. Like, trying to get information out of Melos and Cloud is difficult at the best of times, but currently it seems that they just really don't want to talk about it, and I'm a little bit disappointed in that, because part of the content creator program is that we're supposed to have this kind of information. We sign an NDA so that we can have this kind of information, and we just don't get it. Like, Cloud was talking to me that, oh, we're going to be adding all these new exploration sites later this year. I'm like, ooh, spicy ahead of time information. And it dropped 2 days later. And it's like, that's not really ahead of time stuff. And I had no idea when it was, it's tough life being a content creator, right? Hashtag first world problems. But I don't know, I like this. I like the fact they're going to be adding that range rig. I would hope that they do actually add the omnidirectional tracking link module affecting it as well. It'd be nice to have a reason to, actually use those modules on things. That could be really cool, but it's nice to see there are updates coming in July that are not just, hey, it's in the Blueprint secret trafficking container. You will be able to find these in Scout anomalies as well. That's pretty cool, right? Anyway, that is literally it for this week's Developer Q&A. Not all that much to go on this time. Sometimes this happens. We just get a short week where they're quick little questions just to give an idea. Again, this does back up that whole thing. Devs are being a little bit tight-lipped right now, and as much as that kind of, on one hand, concerns me, because it's like, I want more information, I want to know what's going on, I want to know what's coming, I want these Dev Q&A videos to be nice and exciting for you all to watch and listen to. At the same token, it means they have their nose to the grindstone at the moment for the big update coming in August. The anniversary update, from the little snippets that I've been dropped, looks to be huge. Do I know what's coming? Do I have any solid confirmation of what is coming? No, not at all. Just every time I mention anything, it's like, August update is going to be massive. The anniversary update is going to be pretty big. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff, a lot of exciting stuff there. Keep an eye on what comes then. So I kind of get that they're not necessarily being overly open about things, especially if they're not necessarily looking for feedback. Like, that's a genuine thing. I've worked with developers before, beta testing stuff or alpha testing stuff, and I'm like, oh, I really want to showcase this. I want to shout out about it because this is really cool and my community, I think, would really like it. And they've gone, sorry, not yet. We're not ready to reveal it. And even if you like it, we don't feel that it's ready to showcase yet. And so there is that side of things as well, but they don't necessarily want to give us all this information of what's coming, only to then have to go, oh, actually, we can't put all of that in. Anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Bit of a quick developer Q&A for you this week. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Some interesting stuff here, nice quality of life changes coming to the game. I'm excited for those. I do like quality of life changes. Anything that makes the game just that little bit easier for players to get into and stay hooked into it's a good thing for the game, right? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below though, folks. Otherwise, happy sailing and see you in New Eden.